Hello, BookTube. I want to talk a bit about my library plans for 2025. I've been thinking a lot about how I want to change my library in the new year, and these are my thoughts. So, before I get to that, let me recap the placement of my bookcases so far. So, my library is split between two rooms. There is this room, the library, and my bedroom, which is the little manga room. In the little manga room, I have four bookcases. Let's see if this will work. I just managed to remember to take some pictures. Although if things go according to plan, at some point in the new year, I will probably be shifting filming into there. But these are the bookcases. So these are two of them. And this one. And this one. I so far have 5 completely open shelves, as well as enough space on a few shelves to make probably a 6th open shelf. And I also have enough space for 2 to 3 new bookcases, depending if I want to cover up the closet door. So this is where I could get 2 bookcases. One here where that thing with my printer is on, and then of course covering up the closet door. That window is the egress window. And then here next to my bed, if I move my bed over some. So between my bedroom and this room, there is a little space where I can get another bookcase, which is currently being occupied by potential donation boxes of doom, which I need to clear out because, well, I'm going to wait until the new year before I start to accumulate the boxes of doom. So in this room, I have 3 bookcases in front of me, which you can kind of see some of them. So this is what it looks like. I have an open bookcase over here that I use both sides for, and then a bookcase stacked on top of another one. This top bookcase's sibling is over here. All of them hold my history collection. And then behind me are 2 shelving units I got from Walmart that holds my science fiction and fantasy collection. And then to the side over there is classics, canonical, modern, and contemporary fiction, poetry, and drama. And I call it that section because I don't really have enough of any of them to really spin off as their own section. I don't have enough literary fiction for its own section. Why would I have? Well, I'll talk about that later. But anyway, so that's why they're there. So my plan for 2025, I've talked a bit about wanting to switch out these bookcases for a different kind. I'm not entirely sure if I will be able to, or how that's going to work. I mean, another option would be to cover up these windows, which are the egress windows in this room, although I could just use this window here as the egress and then cover up these 2 with bookcases. Is an option as well. But the main change that I want to do is so these bookcases that my computer is on and on the side, so this one here, I want to move into the little manga room to take up this space here where the printer is on. Like I want to move it there, which I've measured it and it will work. And that likely will be where I film, assuming I can get the computer's power cord to the outlet on the other side of the window. So that's the main thing I want to do, is move these two bookcases into the little manga room, because honestly, this one bookcase, while the first and fourth shelves can fit largely any size book, the middle two shelves really are perfect for manga. And the middle shelf of this upstairs bookcase is again perfect for manga. So I really want to send this in there into the little manga room and use it for manga. Now I have some time because I still have 5-ish shelves free. So it's going to be a while before I absolutely need to move this bookcase into the little manga room. So my plan is move this bookcase into my bedroom, the little manga room, and then move this bookcase here over here to sort of fill the gap in my history collection. And so that means I'm going to probably downsize my classics, modern and contemporary fiction, poetry, and drama collection to just the one bookcase. And then maybe pick up another bookcase to put in that space as needed. I'm also want to seriously downsize my science fiction and fantasy collection. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that space. If I can get a bookcase or two to go there, that would be great. I can then use one of those bookcases in my mom's bedroom where she can store some stuff that she needs that will be won't make as much of a mess as it currently makes right now. And I could maybe give the other one to my brother to use in his garage for more storage because he kind of needs it. So I can, do that. And I'll figure it out as things go. I am thinking, if I have to, I would prefer if I could just get bookcases that people are discarding or putting out for yard sales or something. But in the likelihood that I'm not going to be able to, I will probably just buy 1 or 2 bookcases this year and figure out how that's going to work as I figure it out. Now, again, I think I do want to give myself the opportunity to expand. Obviously, for most of this year, and I think for the foreseeable future, the expansion is going to be over in the little manga room. Because, I have basically the last few months, all I've been buying is manga and copious amounts of it at that. So I'm going to need the space for that. But I would like to expand my collection in here as well. But at the same time, I am seriously contemplating, or I am intending to purge some of my collection. I'm thinking 6 boxes. A donation, 6 to maybe 9. I think maybe 9 will be good. Do maybe 2 or 3 classics, modern, contemporary fiction, poetry, drama, science fiction and fantasy, and maybe even history. I'll think about it and see how I want to do it in what number. But for the moment, I don't really have any place to put filled donation boxes of doom. because at the moment the best place to put them, which would be under these windows, is currently occupied by Christmas presents. So I have another week of them here before I have that space freed up. And then I think what I'm going to do is during my 2025 library tour, I'm going to take a hard look at a lot of my collection and decide, do I really want to keep it or not? Am I ever going to read it, or is it just I had my reasons, whatever they were, when I added them to my collection, but the impetus for reading them has gone, so they need to hopefully move on to a new home. So that's certainly something that's going to come up in the new year, and I will talk a bit more about that in a future video when I talk about my 2025 BookTube plans, which will include not only my plans for the library tour, but also my sort of reading history videos and participation in BookTube events, and maybe also tag videos, and maybe even like a rearrangement of the library, if that is warranted as well. But I will keep you updated on how things change. But for now, these are my plans for my library in 2025. I will also, towards the end of the year, talk a bit about reading plans, or at least the rough sketch of reading plans, and perhaps buying plans as well. So look forward to that. But anyway, BookTube, that's all I have for today. So until I see you next time, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.